Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last week that we did was July 24th through 30th. This was a cleaning kit because we were working on the garage. Unfortunately, that lasted longer than I expected it to. So this week will also be a cleaning week because again, we're working on the garage. So I have this kit. It's a mini kit. It's not going to be big enough to last me the entire plan with me, but I think it's really cute and I do want to make it work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this kit and then I'm going to take last week's kit and I'm going to fuse them together using like this page and then some of the maybe that one too, and then some of these pictures, because I have days where I'm going to need to have less stuff. So this will also be being used. I'm not sure how it's going to work just yet, but we will figure it out along the way because I really want to use this kit and I don't have just a little bit too much to do to make this work, but we're going to make it work. So I'm going to get back with you guys. Afterwards, I'm going to be listening to La Hacienda. In the meantime, I'm so close to being finished with it. I'm really excited because I like it a lot. So I'm going to move on now. So have fun with the voiceover. Hello. Welcome back to the voiceover portion of our video. I don't have a lot to say right now. I filmed this yesterday and never did the voiceover. If I had actually done the voiceover like I was supposed to, this would have gone up on Monday. Because, you know, Plan With Me's are good for Mondays. But I didn't. So, well, I guess we're getting used to having Plan With Me's on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I kind of just post whenever I have stuff done. So, like, I like posting my book content on Wednesdays. But I haven't even started the video I have in mind, so that's not going to happen this week. So if you also watch my book content, then I'm going to apologize in advance that it is Monday night. I have not started it, and I'm busy all day tomorrow. So if we're lucky, it'll go up on Friday. If we're really unlucky, it'll go up next week. But I do have plans for next week because next week is my unboxing day. So, yeah. Let's just fully admit that I am an idiot. And we'll move on from there. I also have a husband who is home for one whole day. Got home last night, leaves tomorrow morning. It's wonderful. And then on top of it all, we have massive amounts of things to do tomorrow. I think my door got left open because I can hear my sons. Close it, please. I'm going to send the husband to go close the door now, so that way I do not hear the sons. It's really interesting being able to hear them in the background of videos. Sometimes it's very obvious and sometimes it's not so obvious. But they're loud. So yeah, this was an interesting day. I did literally nothing except for take a nap and complain. So hopefully this will be a better solution to the getting this on time. You know what? My brain doesn't work anymore. It's just completely shut off. And we're just going to have to deal with it not being here at all while I put down the base of this Plan With Me. Nothing else major is going on. All of my children are back in school. And tomorrow is my busy, busy, busy day. Luckily, I have a book that I want to read. So I'm literally going to just be reading a lot tomorrow because I drop my daughter off at her first class and then I go to the gym and then I pick her up from her first class and take her directly to her second class. And then I will stay with her the entire time during her second class, and I'll pick her up from her second class and take her to a test that she has. And then I'll take her directly from the test back home so that she can eat. And then I will take her to her third class and leave her there for a little while and come back and get her. Tomorrow's going to suck. So hopefully I can get my video started and it'll give me a chance to do it. What I'm thinking about doing is doing a try the chapter. I have a bunch of books that have been on my TBR for literal years. And I've heard people be like, I had this book on my TBR for a whole year. And I just laugh because I've had my books on my TBR for a whole decade at this point. And I need to get them off. So, me and Nikki have been going through all the books. And we're about, I don't know, a third to a quarter of the way through the books. And I've got this huge pile of books that I am not sure if I want to read anymore. So in order to combat that, I am very confused all of a sudden when I just realized that I have different numbers on my steps for the week. And now I'm really confused what day I did. Sorry, I was looking ahead at my plan with me. But I have this huge pile of books that I'm not sure I want to read. And I'm going to do a try chapter. I'm going to take a handful of the books, somewhere between 3 and 5, and I'm going to read the first chapter of them. If any of them suck me in, then I will actually read it. If they don't suck me in, they will go in the discard pile. If they seem like they're something I might want to get to later, but I'm not that interested in right now, then I will put them in a third pile. The idea is to either read or unhaul the books in this pile. And then I also have a pile of books that I'm super interested in, and a pile of books that I'm meh in. I just heard my son, and I didn't know if he was talking to me or not. But he didn't come in, and he didn't knock. So let's go with he was not talking to me. I still can't get the lighting on this thing correct. It still hates me. I have windows open, I have a ring light, I have a light background, and it will still randomly blow out on me. So I'm sorry. It's just the camera. I could use my new camera there, but it's kind of nice having a separate setup. And I'm just lazy enough where I don't want to take it on and off. And it still works. It just doesn't have great lighting. So I have to do my plan with me first thing in the morning. And I'm super behind. I mean, we are at the beginning of August on here, and we are at the end of September in real life. I really want to keep it like 2 weeks apart. And so I'm going to have to do some extra ones to help make up for that. But I'm useless during the week, depending on how much I work. And this week I worked some, and then I was working on a vlog, and I spent time with Nikki. And between the three, I wasn't at home hardly at all, and not being at home kind of makes it hard to do a plan with me, let alone edit and voice over it. And if you know me at all, I put off voiceovering these things because I never know what to say. And then I end up jibber jabbering the entire time, and half the time I run out of video before I run out of content because I talk too much. But I'm getting better at remembering to set my thing for my Yeti mic so that you can actually hear me. Because not that the mic on the laptop is bad, it's just quiet. Anyways, looks like I'm almost done with the sidebar. I'm really trying to figure out why I have completely different step counts on one planner than I do on the other. Did I mess up? Which week did I mess up? Did I mess up the week that when I was actually doing it live, or did I mess up the week just now while I was writing it in? So I'm going to go on my phone and go to my app, go to the calendar, and look up the first week of August and try to figure out which one is correct. That's July 31st. That is July 31st. That is August 1st. Yep. Okay, so the planner that you're looking at right now is correct. Why is the planner that I wrote in at the time wrong? Like, really wrong. Okay, I'm really confused. All right, I did have to put in some of the last week's planner stuff, and they're not the right color. But honestly, when you're looking at it now, it's not super obvious that's the wrong color. So it doesn't bother me too much. Hopefully it won't bother you guys. I was looking for the date dots. I knew there was date dots in here somewhere. And so far I've got the whole month of date dots going. So we'll see if that keeps up. To see if I can actually use all the date dots. I never get to, and then I always lose them, or they end up with this really weird, like I'll have half of a week on one sheet and then a half a week on the other sheet, but the colors don't match, and so I can't use them. It's really annoying. I have literally no idea how people will go through and like do mixed metals on theirs and not get them all screwed up. Because I will every single time. Glam Planner had a like moving sale, so it was a big glitch, overstock, need to get everything out of the little house that they were using and into the warehouse because she got way too big, which is great for her, but it explains why I always go broke when I shop with her. But I bought a bunch of teenies and stuff, and I have a bunch of teenies. I need to use the damn teenies, but I wanted to use the ones that were going to be leaving the shop and never coming back because I like the old format. In the old format, you actually got more bang for your buck. So look out for a haul whenever I get those. Okay, so it looks like I'm done with base now, and I'm starting on the sidebar. I tried to do this correctly this time. I think I mostly did. I think I only deviated a little bit. So dinners, again, as I told you before, my safe food right now is chicken with rice and or potatoes. So Monday, chicken and rice. Tuesday, pizza. Wednesday, chicken sandwiches. Thursday, we had chicken and mac and cheese. Friday is orange chicken. Saturday is chipotle. And Sunday is teriyaki chicken. Can you tell what my protein of choice is? I went from being vegan to being vegetarian to eating chicken. I can almost guarantee if you see something like lasagna on my thing, it's still going to be vegetarian. The only reason I didn't want to stay vegan was because cheese and eggs. I really love eggs. Eggs really hate me, but I really love eggs. And I had no problem with being vegan for the most part, but for some reason, when you stop doing something and then you try to start doing it again, it never really works the same after the second time around. Anyways, so I have steps. I have nothing over 7,000 steps. I've got a couple that are close to 7, but nothing over 7,000. I really need to work on walking more. But oddly enough, my job doesn't consist of a lot of walking. It's mostly driving and then running 12 steps to a door and back, and over and over and over again for like 40 stops. Which you would think, oh, that's a really active day. But honestly, it's more of an upper body workout or a leg workout, depending on the type of terrain it is, than it is actually steps. I also put in my work schedule. I worked 4 days this week. And then I put in my oil pulling because I'm trying to get better about doing it. I stopped doing it last week for the whole week because I was lazy. And my teeth started being super sensitive again. So I went back to doing it. And they're already getting better. It's amazing how much the oil pulling actually helps. It's just gross and I don't like doing it. And it takes too long. All right, so I finished up the sidebar and we will eventually start the actual day. I never realized how slow I am until I'm doing my voiceovers, because when I'm doing my editing, I pay attention to looking for long lags, which I apparently missed one right here because it's just sitting there. And sitting there. Oh, there we go. Congratulations. Good job. I try to make sure I edit out like the super long lags, but I never realized just how slow I am until I'm trying to talk through our day, and it takes me 5 minutes to put down one day, and it takes me a quarter of that time to talk through it until I get on a tangent and get really excited, and then I'm 4 days behind. So we're really good at this. This is like total goals, right? All right, so starting off Monday, I spent this entire week cleaning, which is why I'm using a cleaning kit. It was mostly because we were cleaning out the garage, but whenever my husband wasn't around because he was either working or he had duty or something. I don't think he had duty this week. So depending on what he was doing, depended on how much of the garage we got done, because I was on strike and refused to work on the garage alone. But it didn't stop me from doing other things. And I think I cleaned myself out so bad that I still haven't finished my closet yet. I have stuff to finish it with and literally have not touched my closet since this week ended in August. And it's now mid-September. Will my closet get finished? Maybe. So on Monday, I started off the day with cleaning the closets. I got my husband's closet 95% of the way done, and then he came in and finished the last 5%. And if you're wondering why I would clean my husband's closet out and not clean my closet out, no, I'm not one of those wives. I took over a quarter of his closet. So the back wall of his closet, he's got a nice big deep walk-in, we both do. I have too many sweatshirts. And when I mean too many, I have never counted them, but I'm assuming I probably have at least 50. And I ran out of room in my closet. So I took part of his. And so he had a bunch of like bags of clothes and stuff in his closet that needed to be dealt with. And most of them were mine. So I went through and cleaned his closet. Hung up everything that needed to be hung up. Sorted everything. Put all of his clothes nice and neat on the long side. And all of my stuff nice and neat on the short side. And then turned around and proceeded to work on my closet, which I didn't actually do much of. So then I came out and started working on our room, and we changed the entire setup of our room. So when you first come in, you are on this like mini hallway with both closets and the bathroom, and then you kind of have this little weird corner thing. And when you come into our main room, you have bookshelves lining one wall, and then our bed between our windows on the other wall. And then we have this long desk that is where all of our computers sit. Well, the other side of the room used to have a couch, but our old cat decided that was his pee-pee place. So that couch is in the garage, waiting to go to the dump at some point in time. And we put cubes that were in my closet at one time, but Elise needed to get rid of her dresser. So I have her dresser in there now. So I put the cubes in his closet, and then my son needed to put his dresser somewhere. So now his dresser is in my husband's closet, and the cubes are in the actual room. And so I was setting up the actual room. I have the cubes there. I have an extra desk. I have like a little filming area that I'm sure you'll see at some point in time in one of my book videos, because it really is right in the center area next to all of my books. So I spent most of this day working on that. We did go to the gym. We did 40 minutes of back and buys. I didn't write down if I did elliptical or not. And honestly, I haven't been doing it much lately because just getting into the gym, it's been hard for me because I got sick. And when I got sick, I got weak. And when I got weak, I didn't want to do it. And the elliptical is the hated part of the workout. So I've just been going in and doing weights. And then taking my puppy for a WALK, but I can't say that word because he'll get very, very excited, and it's not going to happen right now because it's 8:05 at night and it's raining outside. I also worked on a vlog for YouTube, and then we did some spending/errands. We went to Lowe's, we went to the car wash, and we went to Costco. And then we went to the Barbie movie, which I absolutely adored. And my son cried the whole way through because deep down, I wanted to raise a strong, independent woman and sweet, caring boys. And I 100% got my wish, almost to the extreme. My daughter is special. Nobody's going to push that child around because she's special. And my son went to the Barbie movie, understood all the underlining themes, and cried the entire way through it. And it just proves to me that he is a good man, and I'm very glad that he was raised the way he was. All right, so Tuesday, I put down one of the extra boxes. As you can tell, it's a lot darker than the other ones, but I don't think it looks bad. It definitely doesn't quite fit, but I don't think it looks bad. I did sleep in a lot because we went to bed really, really late almost this entire week, but I didn't write down how bad we slept in every day. So, excuse me if I keep burping. I don't know why. It's not a burp, it's a hiccup, but you get the idea. I don't know why I said burp. Anyways, we're going to stop talking about burping now because that's rude. I have a sleep in sticker there because it was one of the days that I actually noted that we got up late. I probably should have grabbed a couple of extra ones because on Thursday and Friday I also slept in super late and did not mark it. Pat worked in the AM for Flex. He had like a 4 a.m. shift because oddly those 4 a.m. shifts are quite lucrative if you catch them at the right time. And then I had a night shift that day and I made about $100, which is not great. And like I said, we've been having this massive slump. I actually might be getting a job soon. I have a phone call to talk to a boarding facility tomorrow. And if we like it, we'll see. By the time you see this, I will have still not know anything. So, awesome. Wish me luck. All right, so let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday was still a lot of random stuff. I had a laundry day. I've been having to wash my blankets a lot more often than I normally intended to, but my cat has been having some intestinal distress and keeps throwing up on my bed. So we've been washing the sheets a lot. And so I've been writing down that we've been doing a lot of laundry. And Wednesday was the laundry day. It took up a grand portion of my day. Besides doing laundry, I spent a lot of time with Nikki. She is a newer friend. My husband and her husband decided to pimp us out to each other. And they're both very, very lucky that it ended up working out perfectly because we get along really, really well. If you can hear the growling in the background, it's because my dog is sitting very close to my cat and my cat is disapproving of it. So if you can hear that, I apologize. If not, just know that there is a cat that's getting very pissy in the background. So I spent a good portion of the day with Nikki. And then I went to Dutch Bros and got iced tea. One of the random script things that I bought came with an iced tea sticker, which I thought was great because that's what I drink. If I drink coffee, it's going to be in milkshake form. And if I'm going to Dutch Bros or Starbucks, I am going to be getting iced tea or chai. So either way, tea. Then I had a shift. I had a 3-hour shift from 5 to 8 that night for $120, which was not bad at all. And then because this was cleaning mode time, I decided to get a wild hair up my ass and cleaned until 3 o'clock in the morning, which my husband was so thrilled about. If I remember correctly, I couldn't sleep and I woke up and started cleaning and bothered him. And I do that often. Not often, but if I'm going to have a cleaning spree, it's going to be at 3 o'clock in the morning because my brain only works that way. I had one night where I had an idea of how to reorganize all my stickers so they'd be easier to find and I could put them in little sleeves and then label all of them with my label maker. I got super excited about it and I literally couldn't sleep. I had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to organize my stickers so I could go to bed because I laid in bed for hours staring at my ceiling, trying to listen to books, trying to listen to soothing music. Nothing worked because all I wanted to do was organize my stickers. The moment that I spent 1 hour organizing my stickers and had some semblance of progress, I was able to go to sleep because my brain works that way. Isn't that a treat? So my husband got to deal with me up until 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't think he was awake for the whole thing, though. I think he at some point in time passed out and then woke up annoyed at me because I have to do this in the middle of the night. But I mean, he's been married to me for his entire life now. He should know that this is the way things work by now. All right, so that moves us on to Thursday, which I slept until noon, and he had to get up at 4 a.m. Oh, that's what happened. I was still cleaning when he woke up. That's why it says 3:30 in the morning, because I went to bed at the same time that he got up. I wasn't doing anything major. I was sitting on the floor organizing, and now it's all coming back to me, because seeing that he has a 4 a.m. shift means that if I went to bed at 3:30, it means he woke up and I was still cleaning. He's nodding his head. Like, I don't remember that, but that sounds about right. That's definitely your faux pas. So he had a morning shift, and then we went and did a deep clean on the kitchen. And I worked on the room some more. And I also worked on the garage some more. It says that the garage was almost done. Then we also went and picked up meds, which I forgot to do today. I know I needed to be somewhere today. I needed to go get my meds today. Luckily, I have enough for today, but I need to go get them tomorrow. I just don't know when tomorrow because I have no time. Grr. That's really crappy. And of course, it's like 9 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock at night, so they're going to be closed by now. I also got some Happy Mail. I got new planners and stickers. I have since then bought another planner. And then only the sale stuff. I'm trying to not buy stickers anymore. I'm actually thinking about canceling some of my subscriptions, mostly the ones to Pipstick, because the stickers are psychotically cute, but I just don't use them. So I don't know what to do. I'm thinking I'm probably going to cancel a couple of them, but not all of them. And there it goes, blown out again. So on Friday, which, honestly, it makes sense because of the night before and not being able to sleep because I was in cleaning mode. It would also make sense that I was having insomnia issues. I have 2 types of insomnia. Either I cannot sleep and cannot go to sleep. And the moment I do go to sleep, I'm totally fine. Or nights when I've done a lot and I pass out cold and then I wake up randomly in the middle of the night. And then can't go back to sleep. This was one of those. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and was awake until 8. And then I went back to sleep and then slept until noon. So insomnia is fun. I did a bunch of planning. I did some for YouTube as well as just for my own personal planning thing. Like today I did the same thing. I decorated for this week, and I finished up last week. Did I miss stuff? Probably. Will I always miss stuff? Probably. I try to get all the high points though. Pat also worked in the AM, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it. When he works those early morning shifts, sometimes he'll accidentally wake me up, but I have a feeling that he didn't wake me up or I would have put that down. But it just says that I was having insomnia issues. So there's a very good possibility that I just woke up and was staring at the ceiling when his alarm went off and he got up to go get ready to go. Then he'll go and he'll do a shift and then come home and sleep. So I also did some YouTube stuff. I did, like I said, the plan with me. And then I also worked on a vlog. And of course, I have a book that I finished this week. A grand total of 1. Some weeks I have 1, some weeks I have 6. But the book for this week was Frostbite. I just finished rereading all of the Vampire Academy books. I still have the Bloodlines books that I have never read. And I liked the Vampire Academy books, but I remember them loving the Vampire Academy books. I am not going to get rid of the Vampire Academy books, even though this reread didn't go great. And maybe it's because I used audiobooks and originally I read them with my eyeballs. Maybe it is because it didn't age well, because they are really old. But I liked them. It was fun. If you've never read them, keep in mind these are early 2000 books. And they didn't age great. But it was still pretty good. And I did enjoy them. But now I literally have no will to read the Bloodline series at all. And so the Bloodline series is possibly going to get gotten rid of, and I just need someone to tell me who's read the Bloodline series whether or not it's worth finishing. Anyways, so if you read the Bloodline series, let me know. So here I just put down the bougie box thingamajiggies for Friday or Saturday and Sunday. My gosh, my computer does not like me. And then I also put down another full box. This one is not as obviously the wrong color, so it blends in better than the original one, but the little checkbox is also from the wrong kit. So we've got a few stickers here. I tried to keep it as minimal as possible to make it look like they blend in better, but some of them just don't, and that's just kind of what we're going to have to deal with because it was a mini kit, but I was still cleaning so much that it was the only one that really fit. Side note, I just looked up and all I can see is my dog's feet in the air. He really likes sleeping on his back, and he really likes sleeping on his back right next to my bookshelves. And so all I see is feet. It's kind of cute, actually. So on Saturday, I had an early morning shift. Early morning for me is 6:15 to 9:15. It was 3 hours. Pat is the only one that does the 4 a.m. shifts. Tyler will occasionally do the 4 a.m. shifts. They do make the most money, but I have done a couple, and I managed to scare the crap out of myself because I swear I saw something in the woods. And I live in a part of the country where you didn't hear any whistling in the woods. You didn't hear your name being called, and that weird scream didn't exist. We're not the Appalachians, but we are in native country, and natives have their rules about things that you do and don't do in the woods. And I had one night that was really scary, and my daughter was with me the entire time, and she agreed. And then on top of that, I called a friend to vent, and they were able to tell me exactly what had happened and even what we were wearing because they had a dream about it at the same time. So I'm going to go with it might be real. And I don't want to put myself in that position again. So I don't take the 4 a.m. shifts. But the skeptics in the house do take the 4 a.m. shifts because nothing ever bothers them, which is great. I'm happy for them. If you want the whole story, it's on my TikTok. Just to ask, and you're more than welcome to go look it up because there's 2 videos on my TikTok, and one of them is that video. Anyways, we also went to the gym, did 20 minutes of legs and chest. Sometimes they're short, and sometimes they're long, and sometimes I have no idea how it's going to end up. I was supposed to put down a couple of extra things on there, I thought. Looks like I have 2 shifts for that day. I also have an evening shift, which I am about to put down. It was a 5:30 to 9:30. It was a 4-hour shift. So between the 2 shifts, I made almost $300, which is great. We also went to Target, and it was my husband's duty day. And so he spent the day away. I really wish she had a little navy teeny, because I think the little navy teeny would be awesome. But she doesn't. She only has a little army one, and we just deal with that because, well, that's all we got. All right. And then Friday, we did another YouTube day. Guess what? More playing with me. And a haul, which seemed to be a very, very common occurrence on here, which makes sense because I do these in like 3 parts. And so I will, 4 parts actually. I go and grab this sheet that was an old sticker sheet that I just took all the stickers off of, like when you get a sticker sheet and you have like little outlines left. I took all the outlines off and used just the plastic underneath, and I will put the stickers for the week that go on the sheet. Does this make any sense? So like the next one is a 2-mile hike. The little exercise sticker, that's one of those ones that I would find in my stash, put on the sticker sheet. That way I don't have to dig, because I used to just sit there and dig through stickers while I was filming, it would make my filming so long because it took me so long to find the stickers because I didn't prep ahead of time. So now I'm working on prepping ahead of time. I will put a lot of the script stickers on, but I'm still working on putting like the teenies on, or the little Happy Mail sticker from Frank Hearts You, or the ones from Once More with Love. Those types of little like icon stickers. I want to work on making sure I put more of those on my sheet because I just, for some reason, have a tendency to go more towards the script stickers than anything else. But I to do it, and then I actually film the Plan With Me itself, and then I have to edit it, and then my voiceover is the last part I do. So you see a lot of Plan With Me's scattered throughout. And now I'm working on putting on the glitter header thingamajiggies and the little boxes over the top of the full boxes. Do these words make sense? Because I'm not 100% sure they do. But I am almost done. I have only a couple of minutes left before I come back and do my closing. I started cutting out the part where I'm cleaning up my area. If you guys want that in there, let me know and I can always show it. But I have like 2 minutes of me just like cleaning up and restacking the stickers, making everything nice and neat, bringing the camera back out so you can see the whole thing. And I just cut those off at the end now. But I'm kind of, when it comes to the planning, let me know what you want. Do you guys like the voiceovers? I kind of like being able to sit and listen to a book like I was listening to La Hacienda. This Plan With Me, I finished it yesterday. So I got almost all of it done while I was, I listened to majority of it while I was delivering. And I listened to most of the end of it while I was doing this. And then I finished it off after I finished this. And I kind of like to have that time of just quietly being able to listen to a book and play with my stickers without having to worry about explaining anything. But if you guys don't like these, please let me know. If there's something else you'd rather me, if you want rather me see me set it up a different way, if you want me to do like a quicker versions, just let me know all that stuff. I enjoy doing this very much, but I'm always open for variations if there is a different format that you'd rather me do. But yeah, so we're getting right at the end here. I'm just going to put on the overlay sticker thingamajiggies, showing you that I have yet another blank sheet. I love having blank sheets. It makes me so happy when I finish with a bunch of blank sheets. It's like I did something special. Did I? Not really, but it makes me feel like that. So yeah, that's just it now. I'm going to go ahead and let you go back to the old me, and I will see you again soon. Okay, that's it. Goodbye. Okay guys, I ran out of the glitter headers, so there's no glitter header on this one, and this one has just stickers. So I've got a couple of little things here left, and here, because I needed the thinner ones, not the thicker ones, which was, I forgot we had work labels. I just used all these little work labels. I probably could have used those ones, but whatever. Only 2 here left, and then only a couple of there left. I also used a few of the darker ones, as well as a few of the darker ones. And I used all but a handful on here. I didn't use many of those. And then I got 4 left of these. But I think it turned out pretty cute. It's not super sparkly, but that's okay. I don't mind. It is very light in color. But I think it turned out pretty good. That's the only problem I have, is that it covers up her face a little bit. Whoops, my bad. I see a couple days that were super busy, and then the rest of them weren't, and a couple days that were like nothing. But that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had to go run and grab scissors about halfway through because I couldn't find the scissors that are supposed to be at this desk. So one of my children stole them, and all of them are like, I don't know where it is. So, husband's not home, I can't blame him. So that's it for this week. This is now into August. And again, I need to do some extras to catch up, but whatever. I will see you guys again soon. Bye.